Leo, so I feel called immediately to say that this is a purifying spray, by the way, that some of you guys are involved with a Cancer, because you were coming up in the last reading, and I don't know, I just felt like saying that. Felt like some of you might want to know. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is a love reading for February 2020, but it's timeless. You can watch it whenever you want to. If it comes up and you feel like, you know, it might resonate with you, then absolutely keep on watching. So we have the 10 of Wands here. These are for overall energies. I'm obviously having a hard time today. We have 10 of Wands. So letting something go, it's kind of the same energy that was coming up with Cancer. You might have other Cancer placements in your chart that are really strong just because they were getting very similar energies already. Let's get one more card for overall energies for Leo. Okay, we got 3. That's not 1, but it's okay. We'll take them. We have the 7 of... Here, we'll put these in the order that they came out in. I'll put them up here. I know you guys can't see them as well, but this way they're kind of not hiding in the back. I mean, you can't really see them back there anyway. So, maybe I can, like, turn you. I don't know, you still can't really see it. I'll figure that out. We'll get a better, like, setup soon. So, yeah, we have the King of Rods, which is the King of Wands. We have a lot of Wands energy, a lot of fire energy with you guys. You guys are probably feeling kind of in your element right now. I love that. I love the energy that's coming off of this reading. There's so much fire right now. I can, like, I almost feel hot, like, looking at this. So, you have the 10 of Wands next to the 7 of Wands. It's choosing what you're fighting for. And you're fighting for, ultimately, your success and your long-term happiness. The Sun is your major arcana. And so this is going to just, you know, this is your success, your prosperity, your home, your happiness. Pentacles are these solid gains. So when you see, like, these are, like, 2 of the happiest cards in the entire deck, the Sun and the 10 of Pentacles. And so really we're looking at, this is kind of like, here, I'm gonna put this over here. You guys can look at my citrine. I feel like showing you, like, how happy and secure and healthy these cards are. There's also partnership. So it's like, this is the lord of his castle. He has everything that he needs, and he has his partner, and he's, like, all good, you know. He's got everything in there that he needs and more, and people protecting him. So I think you're in a space where you're, like, you're really fighting. And here we have Cancer energy already. So some of you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, or water even, but specifically Cancer energy. I'm getting a lot of cardinal energy out of this. Like, very much. So some of you probably have strong cardinal signs. I think Leo is fixed, isn't it? I don't remember. But yeah, it's like there's, like, solid gains coming towards you. Whether you've worked for it or not, you're going to get it. It's coming in. And I mean, like, obviously, if you've kind of prepared for this to come in, then you'll be getting a little bit more in your pot. But I think every Leo, like, even if you feel like you've kind of been slacking off in terms of your working, you'll still get, like, a little bit of a blessing coming towards you. It's almost like, the way I'm seeing it is, like, you're moving right now. You're moving, you're fighting, like, you're like the Chariot if she had, like, a freaking sword, like swords attached to the front of her motorcycle, like, cutting everything out of the way, and, like, basically like a battering ram towards everything that you want. And some of you might not totally resonate with that, but that would depend on your other signs. Leo energy right now is just, like, barreling forward, and totally demolishing everything. And I think a lot of you have been putting in a lot of work. It's like, it's almost like, this is so stupid, but it's like if the motorcycle is like powered by your pedaling, like you actually have to put in work to move forward, but it's like you're going full speed ahead. And I was going to bring up Ace of Pentacles because Ace of Pentacles represents solid, permanent gains. That was the vibe I was getting, especially because if you look at the sun, oh, interesting, we have 2 6s. So you're coming into a space of harmony. If you look at the sun here, this looks kind of like, oh my god, I've been throwing cards all morning. So if you look at these two, obviously you have the pentacles represented within the sun. So lots of earth and fire energy and water too. You have like this weird undercurrent of cancer energy, so like really strongly, which is like your sister sign. It's like right next to you on the wheel. Okay, we also have Virgo energy, so that might be the earth energy coming through. Lots of pentacles. So let's talk about these. Let's take a pause. We have 10 of Pentacles again. Okay, so this is like really solid foundations that you have built, that you have been building, that you will build in February. And we'll talk about this kind of like as the past energy. This is going to be present energy, and whatever we build on top of it will be future. So in the past, this is all kind of present to me, the way that I'm looking at it, but you're kind of in this energy of like the 6 of Cups. Let's clarify, because that can be a couple different things here in this context. Like, because it's cups, I have an inclination about it being about past relationships that are maybe nostalgic, if maybe you went back to an ex. 3 of Wands. I think you're sending messages out to people that you have been with before, maybe thinking about getting back together with them. Maybe somebody sent a message to you. With the Knight of Swords here, this is communication coming in, and the 4 of Cups is not accepting it. So maybe you reached out to somebody and they just were like not interested, like somebody that you've been with before. But Leo, I don't think that was you. I think if it, your ego would be bruised like a lot. But with the 6 of Wands here, I mean, this could be a bruised ego, but I think for a lot of you, an ex reached out to you and said, hey, like, what's up? You want to hang out? And, you know, because with the 6 of Cups, she's kind of giving this cup to her, and 3 of Wands is a message being sent out. It's like a bottle in the sea. And Knight of Swords is communication. 4 of Cups is not accepting something, contemplating on something. Like, you can see that she has her phone, her sweatshirt in this says over it. So the 6 of Wands is like, maybe you had an ex reach out to you and it was somebody that you felt really strongly about at one time, that you had a lot of feelings for, but it was like, in a way, it kind of stroked your ego that they messaged you and you were like, I just realized I'm not interested in you at all. Like, maybe this person really hurt you in the past and they've been like really like kind of trying to get back together or trying to talk to you again, and you're like, this feels kind of good. So with the Hermit, this is you choosing to be alone so that you learn and that you can build your pentacles up. The 10 of Pentacles is about considering what you want. A lot of signs are doing this, and Cancer especially is doing this. It's funny, you guys have so many parallels right now. But with the 10 of Pentacles, this is talking about you specifically thinking about who you want in your life and your relationship with other people and your relationship with the people that you want around you. It's like, I see a lot of you guys are being very visual right now, and you are like looking at what you want your life to look like, and you can see it. Like, you can literally see these people that you haven't met yet. That is like a psychic thing. A lot more people have that than they realize. You might have dreams about people and then you see them and you have deja vu, you know what I mean? Could be like that. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles is about like working with people who complement you not like they give you a compliment like, oh, your hair looks nice. It does, by the way. But they are complimenting your strengths. They're saying, I see what you have to bring to the table, and I'm bringing this, and this is what I have to offer you, and we can help each other, and we don't have to think about how much you're doing or how much I'm doing, because we trust that we'll meet where we need to meet, and I'll offer what I can offer you, and I'll go, depending on this person's times, maybe they'll go to the ends of the earth, or they'll just give you exactly what you need. Three of Cups, this is a really happy, beautiful energy. This is, especially in this context, if you have the 2 threes here, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and these together is, you work well together and you play well together. So I think that you really want this with somebody. This person could be an Aquarius, also a water sign, healing energy, attention. So this person, I think when you're with this person, that's interesting that this is coming up, by the way. I'll show you in a second. But, I think that this person makes you feel the way that you want to feel on an ego level. And because Leo is very, surface in that respect, it reflects directly into, all of your other elements, like your spirituality and your sense of security and your sense of purpose and all of those things that are a little bit more subconscious. It's like being a Leo or having Leo placements. It's interesting because I noticed that you guys are almost like Pisces in a weird way, where it's like those things are so open to you that you don't know that they are, because it's so innate and it's so within you. And being ruled by the sun, things in your life are incredibly bright. It's not grimy and you can't see what's going on underneath. It's like if you are talking about your subconscious as this thing, and everybody has their own box that they can keep their subconscious in. Some people don't know how to open this box. Some people have to figure out how to open it. Some people have to figure out how to burn it so that they can get to it. But with a Leo, your box is clear, so it's made out of glass, and so you can see right into it, and maybe you don't even realize that that's what it is, because you're like, I've always been able to do this. So when you are looking at spiritual videos and people are saying things like, you need to practice to do this, and you're like, I must not be doing it right, because I already do that. And it's definitely one of your strengths, especially if you have more of water energy. I think water energy really, I can't talk. Water energy really complements Leo. 7 of Swords here, and the 9 of Pentacles. So these coming out at the same time, or one after the other. The 9 of Pentacles is about yourself being aligned. And the 7 of Swords is, I think this person likes about you this tendency for you to be really selective about what you fight for, which is exactly the energy that's coming up here. This confidence, this total unwillingness to waver in your what is the word? Your values. And so you're thinking I'm not going to put up with this shit. And this person loves that about you, because it challenges them and it makes them live up to your standards, which your standards can be as high as you want them to be, and you can, make the sacrifice of being alone for not experiencing something that is detrimental to you in some way. And I think that is very Leo energy, where you're choosing basically not to engage, and you're just I can learn these lessons from other relationships that I am forced to have. I'm not going to put myself in a negative relationship, that's the way that some people learn. I learned that way, by putting myself in karmic relationships that are not necessarily good for me. I think Leo, a lot of you guys are kind of done with that thought form, where you're and that's no shade to anybody who's ever done that at all. This came out reversed, and I'm going to leave it that way. but it's like you're like, no, I'm just not gonna deal with this. And like I said, this person really loves and respects that about you. So the Page of Pentacles is just affirming, like, you're not gonna take, oh my god, I'm getting all like stuffed up. I have pneumonia right now, so I'm still doing these readings though. Page of Pentacles is reverse, is about like not accepting any less, not accepting immaturity, not accepting like less than what you know that you need out of people. I could stand to learn something from you guys. So this is going to be about the person that's coming in. This person, again, loves that quality about you. They have a feminine water energy around them, so this might be like a feminine Cancer coming in, divine feminine. They also have a masculine earth energy around them, so these could also be their guides, could be their parents. This could be about maybe they have like a sibling that's really close to them, but there's these two different dynamic energies between them. So like the feminine water energy is a receiver. She's very open, clear, intuitive, wicked psychic. And oh, you know what? Okay. And then the King of Pentacles is stable, grounded, motivated, practical, wealthy for some of these people. And so these are the two qualities that I think will be the best for you and that you'll be able to identify this person as. So gender doesn't matter here at all. You can be anything and these will still apply. It's just these archetypes that we're talking about. Like the King of Cups, I would say different things about, different qualities, if that makes sense. So that gender doesn't reflect that at all. But these are things that you're going to be able to identify this person by. And Nine of Wands, it's about this finally being something that you're like, I'll fight for this. I'm down with this. And you don't even have to really fight. Like, you might make this person fight for you. And you definitely don't have to. I think they would be willing to, but I think it might be a little bit more effortless than that. Okay, so we have other energies coming through here too. Three of Swords and Five of Cups. Let me clarify these because these are pretty negative. Yep, okay. Again, Cancer energy. So some of you probably have some serious Cancer placements. Go watch that video if you do. Three of Swords and Five of Cups. Heartbreak, bad breakups, shitty breakups. Six of Swords, moving away from these energies. It's just clear as day. I think this person more so has been in like shitty relationships. Okay, I got interrupted, but I wanted to do a number generator. So we have 603, 129, and 17. So if those numbers have any significance, whatever. I was just going to draw some advice cards anyway. I feel like this is a good succinct ending. I think that this person that you're going to be dealing with is moving away from this energy just as you have, but I think that they're kind of doing it a little bit later than you. Like maybe you did that like last year and they've like just recently walked away from something like that. So we're going to do an advice card and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, we have two. We have, I am the living energy of the universe, sovereignty, and the universe works fast when I'm having fun. Those are both really good Leo cards. I love this reading, it's so good. Okay, let me know if you like this reading, what you thought, what your resonance was. If you want to send me an email about it and you don't want to share it publicly, you can. I'll link that below. And I have private readings and stuff too. If you want to subscribe, I would really like it because then you can see my future videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon, hopefully.